How you doing? This is Keen Turner, MA student at Stevenson University, and I'm going to answer some podcast questions. So I'd first like to start with what is not a rumor, and what's not a rumor is how to stay safe from COVID. There's simple things you can do to keep people safe and others healthy. Washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds is still the gold standard, especially after blowing your nose, coughing, sneezing, or going to the bathroom. And before eating or preparing food, avoid touching your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and with unwashed hands. You want to stay home when you're sick. Don't go to work coughing on your coworkers. Um, and again, cover your coughs, your sneezes with tissues, and throw them in the trash. So, a rumor I had been seeing is that FEMA is suspending people's rents in certain states. Per FEMA, that's not true. FEMA is only suspending rent for disaster survivors living in FEMA housing currently. So, for you and I, falling on hard times due to COVID, can't get to work and you fall behind on your bills. Um, FEMA's not going to cover that. So that is incorrect. Now, there are avenues and resources you can contact your local government and uh, uh, find what resources are available to help cover your rent and so forth. As if where you work has shut down and you're unemployed, there's also a stimulus that came out that covered some. So I mean, there are ways to cover your finances, but FEMA is not covering your bills in these circumstances. So another bit of rumor that's circulating or misinformation are in the is regarding face masks. Apparently, there's been cards or pieces of paper supposed to be certified by the government, by the state, that says you don't have to wear a face shield because you have a medical condition, and face shield, face mask in public because of medical concerns. Per Hopkins website, this has been found to be incorrect. So a rumor concerns fake face mask exemptions. So they'd be exemption cards, which is not true. Um, Per your state and local government, you are required to wear face masks per, like Hogan tells us what to do basically. So now you have to wear masks in gyms, grocery stores, anywhere in public basically. We're still doing 6 feet, but there are no cards that say, "Hey, I don't have to wear this," because you're still required to wear your face mask. So that is a rumor that is not true. Correction regarding the it being a rumor. Um, it's a rumor, but people actually have cards. They've been made. It's been determined that they are fake. These things do not exist. They are not real. So maybe I shouldn't call it a rumor. But if someone has a card that says this card says I don't have to wear this face shield, it's forfeit. It's false, fake, not real. So when COVID first hit the scene, a lot of black folks, I don't want to say myself included, but the black community, how the rumor started, I don't know, was that black folks weren't getting COVID at the same rate as any other ethnic group. That is incorrect. Per the CDC, black people are dying and contracting COVID at 2.5 times the rate of white people. So, death per 100,000 people by race. So, we're at 81. Um, so, we're the highest of all uh, ethnic groups. Next are American Indians, Hispanics, Asians, then whites, and then Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders. So I don't think that it's because COVID is discriminate. I believe it's a proximity issue. Uh, Typically, and I don't have any proof, and this isn't actually factual. It may not be. I haven't done the research on it, so I shouldn't say it's not true. But I haven't actually done the research on this. But I'll use my community for example. Edgewood has a very high COVID rate. I think we have like 392 cases. Bel Air is another area where the congregation is it's collected. There, I believe the second or third highest in Harford County. So in Edgewood, the housing and everyone is so close together. There, I think more people use public transportation. I think you have a higher chance of coming in contact with someone who has COVID. Same with Hispanic and American Indian communities. We live in closer proximity, whereas in other areas you've got more space, more resources, less public transportation. So I think that affects that. But the fact remains, black folks are still at the highest rate right now. So we're contracting and I guess dying at a higher rate than everyone else. So that is, I think I let in saying that people thought we weren't. Apparently, we are. So, but COVID affects everyone. But currently, black people, top of the list. So I'm over my time. I expected this to take longer. I had more questions, more issues. So I'll close with saying there is only one true way to stay COVID free, and actually it's not even a true way because anybody can get it. But you want to continue washing your hands. You want to obey all laws and local regulations. Wear your face shield. Respect people's 6 feet of space. Stay home when you're sick. And pay attention to credible sites, CDC. The news is so skewed, but for the good and true updated information, you want to make sure it's credible. Public Works examined by experts and more than just one person saying, hey, don't even trust what I say. Do your own research. And that's how we'll all stay safe. Once again, Keen Turner podcast trying to address some rumors and concerns. Have a great weekend.